Hello, Steve 89. Well, Top Gun, Maverick, it just came out of nowhere. It blew away the box office. Now, I wasn't really paying attention to this. It sort of flew under my radar. It did 126.7 million in its 4-day Memorial weekend and 156 million internationally, which means 282 million in 4 days. Now, this is not a superhero film. This is a sequel to a classic 1980s film, which I don't think I ever saw. I mean, I know I've seen it. It was on TV. I know I've got it on DVD, but I've never watched it. I have just stack loads. I've got a whole library of DVDs I haven't watched. A lot of classics. Like, there's a big list of things I have to watch. So I've never really seen it. And I kind of confused all Tom Cruise's 80s films. They're just sort of all one big sort of memory. So I'm kind of surprised it did this well. I mean, I didn't expect everyone to run out and see the sequel to, Top Gun. It was kind of cool back in the 80s apparently, but, it's been a while and Tom's a bit older. He looks good for his age though, and he may be, as some articles I think have titled the reaction to this box office win as, the last action hero, because he is kind of the last big Hollywood star who seems to be able to pull in an audience. And the whole Mission Impossible films are coming and all the drama around that and the productions and everything, and how well they'll do. It looks like they'll do pretty well if Top Gun can open this big. I mean, they even had a song by Lady Gaga, and I was sort of thinking, what is happening with this? Why is Lady Gaga doing a song for the Top Gun sequel? And why are they paying her to do it? Like, why don't they just have some random person do a song? I don't know. I don't know. It's just really surprising because, like I said, it's not a superhero film. It's comparable to superhero films. It made more money than Shang-Chi and Black Widow and The Eternals. I think they all made 60, 70, 80 million in their first opening weekend. And so far as attendance, 11.6 million people approximately went out and saw this film in the last 4 days. That is the third highest, and obviously it's going to grow, number of attendance since 20.6 million for Spider-Man, No Way Home, and Doctor Strange apparently got 14 million, but I don't think that's finished, so that's not like a definitive sort of final number there. But yeah, I'm really surprised that it's done this well. What else is there to say about the actual numbers? It beat Pirates of the Caribbean's old record as the biggest 4-day Memorial Day opening. And there was some question about that back in the day because 13.2 million was added from the Thursday night, which they started screening at 8 o'clock. Normally, they start screening after midnight on Thursday night, and those get included because technically it's Friday, but it's sort of Thursday night. So that's sort of one way how they get like an extra day, basically, or an extra evening or extra night of box office into their sort of opening weekend. But they bet that it was got 149.8 million and then 13.2 million for the Thursday, so 153 million is the other count I've been given for that, and it held that for 15 years, but now it's been outdone by 156 million for Top Gun Maverick. I'm really surprised it did this well. I'm happy for Tom. I'm glad he can still pull an audience. He's obviously worked very hard to keep himself in shape, and he's defying age, and he works really hard. We've all seen the insane stunts he's done on Mission Impossible and stuff like that. He is really serious about being, this action star and being Tom Cruise. He could have just, sat back on his, star status and just, rolled out easy films, but he's gotten involved in productions, and the stunt stuff is crazy. Sometimes I've watched interviews and they show what he's done. I'm like, why are you doing this to yourself? Get a stuntman to do this stuff. But it's like knowing, it just makes it more authentic, and I think he just wants it. I think he enjoys it. I don't know. I'm glad the film's doing well. I'm glad the box office has come back. There was a lot of talk that after the films weren't going to come back and people weren't going to go back to the cinema. Well, if you give them a good movie they want to see, they will come back. And there was a lot of films that flopped and didn't do well, and everyone's saying, oh, it was the you-know-what. I'm not mentioning it by name, you know what I mean? And two other films have come along and done perfectly well in that same era, so it does sort of show it's not really about that. yeah, people aren't going to go out because of that unless it's something good. But if it's something good, they will go to the cinema and sit in the cinema and breathe, all the air from everyone else and enjoy the film. So I'm glad they did. It'll be interesting to see how much it makes. Will it drop off a cliff? Because a lot of these things, they just hype it up, get everyone out the first weekend, and then if it's not good, the word gets out, and the second week just... but they need to sort of make all their money in the first weekend, really, because that's all you can get. You can sort of sell it, but once, word of mouth gets out, that's the end of it. So we'll see how it goes in the second weekend. Doctor Strange had a huge drop, which kind of surprised some people, but other people were predicting it and hoping for it. But yeah, I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I'm going to have to go watch the original film because I do want to watch this now. I'm very kind of curious how they're going to play out a lot of the issues and things that are in the original film and stuff. I'm going to go. Bye.